Thanks very much, Katrine. Brothers, sisters, comrades, I've been given a bit of an impossible task here. I've been told that Katrine's an iron chair and she's only given me 10 minutes. It's difficult to cram into 10 minutes what's happened since early March and the 73 meetings that I've personally addressed up and down the length and breadth of Scotland, the emergence of over 80 local anti-bedroom tax campaigns, the building of an anti-bedroom tax federation, the affiliations to that federation from Glasgow City Unison, Edinburgh City Unison, Glasgow Trades Council, Aberdeen's Trades Council, Edinburgh Trades Council. We have a federation that has been built genuinely from the grassroots up and has put demands on the official movement, so much so that the Scottish Trade Union Congress today in Edinburgh has convened a conference, an anti-bedroom tax conference, to try and bring together the emerging community campaign with the trade union movement, committed, brothers and sisters, to solidarity with every single bedroom tax victim in Scotland, because the point we make at every single meeting, brothers and sisters, as I am not personally affected by the bedroom tax, but I am personally offended by the bedroom tax and what it does to working class communities and to working class families. And the motto that we've adopted, brothers and sisters, that motto emerged at one of our early meetings, where a woman, a grandparent who'd never been involved in any struggle, stood up at a meeting in Glasgow City Unison's offices in early March, and she said, "If you'll stand with me, I'll stand with you." That's our motto, because what we're saying to every single council, to every single housing association, they all tell us they're opposed to the bedroom tax. There are echoes in that of 24 years ago. All the councils, all the politicians said they were opposed to the poll tax, but it didn't prevent them sending out the sheriff officers in Scotland and the bailiffs in England to try and evict families and to try and collect poll tax from the poor. We're saying to the councils and to the housing associations of Scotland, 183 of them, if you try to evict any single family for the crime of being poor, we will build walls of human solidarity and we will prevent evictions from taking place. Just like the poll tax deserved to be fought all those years ago, so this vile bedroom tax deserves to be fought. Brothers and sisters, you won't be aware of Amanda and Peter Papworth from Inverness. I visited Inverness last Saturday, and Amanda suffers from severe multiple sclerosis. Amanda's confined to a wheelchair. Her husband, Peter, gave up his full-time job to care full-time for his wife. That's what you do when you love someone. But in doing that, of course, he saves the state tens of thousands of pounds in care costs because he's became her full-time carer. Amanda finds it very difficult to sleep at night. She has a special air pressurised bed provided by the hospital. She has to take drugs and injections. She has spasms in her legs, which means that Peter has to sleep in a separate bedroom. Brothers and sisters, Inverness Council have sent a demand to Amanda and Peter Papworth, looking for an extra £68 a month from them, from the benefit, to pay the bedroom tax. £68 a month from a family that are already on the breadline. Peter went to the papers and said he'd rather go to prison than pay the bedroom tax. Well, brothers and sisters, he won't face prison. That's not one of the sanctions that are available to the authorities. But if they can't pay their bedroom tax, they could face eviction. It's families like that that we are going to be defending. Inverness Council did a survey of all those affected by the bedroom tax, 2,000 families. They then did a survey of all the available homes, smaller homes they have available, 164. So even if they wanted to avoid the bedroom tax, it wouldn't be possible. You don't know Andrew McIntyre from Glasgow, an amputee, lost one of his legs, confined to a wheelchair, lived in a two-bedroom flat in Glasgow with his elderly mother, 78 years of age. She's recently been taken into care because of Alzheimer's disease. Andrew got a double whammy. He lost his mother to Alzheimer's disease and then received a bill from the local housing association in Glasgow for £60 a month extra because he now is under-occupying one of his rooms. What are they going to do with him? Evict him? We have South Lanarkshire Council produced figures in relation to the number of people affected by bedroom tax in the South Lanarkshire area. 5,300 people affected. How many smaller homes do they have available? 40. They have 3,581 victims who need a one-bedroom home to move to avoid bedroom tax. How many do they have available? 13. Brothers and sisters, that's what makes this bedroom tax so damned vile, cold and callous. These swine, like Mr. Freud, who none of us would have ever heard of if it wasn't for this bedroom tax, sitting in his comfortable red benches in the House of Lords, pontificating to families, poor families. Because let's remember, in order to be affected by the bedroom tax, you need to be poor. Because in order to get housing benefit, you need to go through hoops, you need to fill in forms, you need to prove to the authorities that you are poor. It's a means-tested benefit. Lord Freud pontificates in the House of Lords that people should move to a smaller home, or they should take in a lodger. How ignorant are these people? Don't they know, first and foremost, if you took in a lodger, it would affect your tenancy agreement? Don't they know if you took in a lodger, it would affect your benefit entitlement? And don't they know you would be off your head in this day and age to take in a stranger to your house when you've got kids in it? They don't care is the reality. This is a man from Kent living in an 8-bedroom mansion, pontificating to poor families about taking in lodgers. Well, maybe it's all right for him to take in a lodger. But if you're living in a council or a housing association house where you can hardly swing a cat, then it's not an option to take in a lodger. Of course, that's not all when it comes to Mr. Freud. When he moves to London, when he goes to the House of Lords, he stays in another wee gaff. They call it a townhouse. £1.9 million worth that we pay for. Taxpayers subsidised, wee townhouse, 4-bedroom mansion. And these people are pontificating about how the poor should live their lives, how many bedrooms they should have. 660,000 families across the UK affected by the bedroom tax. 2/3 of those families, disabled families. This isn't just an attack on the poor. It's an attack on the poor and the disabled. Brothers and sisters, there are a plethora of issues that we should fight the Tories on. Whether it's the wage freeze, whether it's the benefit cap, whether it's the cut to council services, all of those issues deserve resistance. But I'll tell you what, if we're not prepared to fight the bedroom tax, we'd be as well to roll over and play dead. They won't just walk over you, they'll walk over you and wipe their feet on you if you don't fight the bedroom tax. That's the reality of the situation we're in. Brothers and sisters, we're saying loud and clear to this cabinet, 29 members in a cabinet, 23 of them personal millionaires. They're political space cadets. They're out of touch with the reality of ordinary lives. We're saying to them loud and clear, Not only are we going to fight their bedroom tax, but we're going to build a movement of civil disobedience that will fight their bedroom tax and all of their welfare reform package as well. They tell us, don't they? They tell us we need the bedroom tax because it's going to save £500 million a year. Brothers and sisters, they're liars and they're hypocrites. On the 1st of April, the poor and the disabled get a bedroom tax. On the 5th of April, 13,000 millionaires in the UK get a 5 pence in a pound tax cut. If they want to save money for the Exchequer, cancel the tax cut for the millionaires. That would raise £1.3 billion, not £500 million. Brothers and sisters, if they want to raise more money for the Exchequer, look at the Zoopla report of yesterday. They've now told us there's an extra 35,000 homes in Britain that are £1 million homes. We now have over 323,000 £1 million homes. What about an extra wee mansion tax instead of a bedroom tax? What about wee £50 a week? Let's be mild here. Let's be meek and mild-mannered. A wee £50 a week mansion tax, £200 a month, would raise over £720 million for the Exchequer. That's the way to raise money, not attacking the poor and the disabled. Brothers and sisters, I have to finish now. I thank the National Shop Stewards Network Conference for giving me the opportunity to speak to you today. I thank you for giving us that platform. I have to say loud and clear here, we have to make up our minds about what type of society we want. In the last 12 months, we have seen the growth from 50% increases to 500,000 people now reliant on food banks across the UK. In the 7th richest country in the world, 500,000 people reliant on food banks. In the same period that the richest 1,000 in this country saw their wealth increase by £35 billion. 1,000 people now share a combined wealth of £400 billion. It's damned obscene. Brothers and sisters, we have to say loud and clear here that it's time to reignite the spirit of rebellion and resistance, to take on the words, the famous words of that great trade union leader, James Larkin. The powerful only appear powerful because we're on our knees. Let's get up off our knees. Let's arise. Thanks very much.